Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about what it's worth to build your credit. That's right, we always talk about credit building, but sometimes we don't discuss why we're building our credit. And of course, we're going to talk about how to build your credit as well. But I'm sitting here in beautiful Miami, Bal Harbour Islands. You can see in the background the crystal clear turquoise waters flowing by. It's in an upscale neighborhood. The funny part is, these are reasons why you might want to have a great credit score, so you can live in great areas, great neighborhoods. So stay tuned and welcome. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Welcome back. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about how and why credit is necessary, how we're going to build this credit. I've made several videos, so you can always check that out on the playlist. But let's talk about this, why you need good credit. Because there's several factors. One, your interest rate on your home loan, your interest rate on your cars, when you're buying or getting utilities, when you're opening a bank account nowadays, when you're getting a job, they start checking your credit. There's several factors, several things, several reasons, and the bottom line to it all is the better your credit is, the better you have an upside. Because in America, we can charge almost anything. So if you don't have something, even if you make $40,000 a year, which is what 60% of the population makes or less, you can still buy items that are worth $100,000 because you can charge it on your credit. Even here, I'm hanging out down here in South Beach, and there's a difference in status, all based on what you can afford, which is based on credit, because hardly anybody has $100,000 sitting around, or 200 or 300, but you can charge it, you can get credit for it, and then make it seem like you're doing something. Therefore, take advantage of the credit system. So we're going to talk about it. Let me give you a little story. So here we are, I roll down to the Lamborghini, Porsche, high-end car dealership. We roll in, I'm wearing what I have on now. Nothing special. Shirt, t-shirt, tennis shoes. My friend, on the other hand, I'm a passenger. He's driving in the Porsche convertible. He's wearing the Armani suit. He gets out of the car. Needless to say, they look at him, walk up and say, "Hey, sir, what can we help you with?" He's here like I want to buy whatever car. They look at me, Mr. Ordinary Citizen, and they say, well, he ain't buying no car in here. He's not even thinking about it. In fact, we know he can't afford a car. So they ignore me. They just basically just let me roam around the lot looking at cars, no biggie. They go see my friend, and then of course, out of nowhere, about 10, 15 minutes later, a guy comes up and says, "Hey, what are you doing here? How can I help you?" I said, "You can't really help me. I'm not into these Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and all that. These only seat 2 people." He's like, "Yeah, but is there anything you like?" So I tell him, "Oh yeah, this one over here I like." But I said, you know, it's expensive. He says, "Well, you know, why don't we run your credit? Why don't we check out your credit score? Why don't we see if you qualify?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to see if I qualify because I'm not thinking about buying nothing." So he leaves me alone, walks off, and then about 15 minutes later he comes back and says, "Hey, you see anything you like? What do you think?" So I said, "Yeah, I like this one over here." He says, let me run your credit. Maybe we can get you into this car." I said, "What the hell, man? Run my credit. Let's see what you come back with." So he runs my credit. About 5 minutes later, here comes the general manager. Here comes another manager, and here comes the sales guy coming back, except now they have bottles of champagne. They got glasses. And they're like, "Sir, whatever you want, you can buy in here." I said, "I know." And so they said, "Well, what's up?" I said, "Nah, I didn't come in here to buy a car. And furthermore, you guys pretty much blatantly ignored me for the first 20, 30 minutes I was in this joint. And they're just coming up with all this excuses and stuff, but none to say. Once they ran my credit, I was a whole different person. I wasn't just the OC, the ordinary citizen. And I'm not trying to say that you should be like styling, profiling, and doing all this crazy nonsense because you have great credit. I'm just trying to point out that when you have great credit, the sky is the limit. So this is why we talk about building your credit score and maintaining that credit score and being vigilant with your credit score, because even if you have nothing, as long as you have credit, you can get anything you want. And that includes turning money or loans or debt into positive cash flow. So hear me out. There's a lot of you right now who says, "Eric, I need to build my credit score up. I want to buy a house." So I sit here and I say, okay, that's fair. But if you don't know that you can get an FHA loan for a house or multifamily apartments, which is multifamily, you can have up to a fourplex, you can have a 600 credit score and get finance for these items. In certain states, you can have an FHA loan and you can only get up to $480,000. And in California, for instance, you can get up to $640,000. I don't know the actual cap in Cali, but I think it's 640. So those are the differences, and you can get a house. So some people are saying, "Hey, I can't get an FHA loan." So what are you doing? You're running around and you're saying, "I want to get a house," but your realtor and mortgage guy saying, "Well, you need a 680, a 720. Well, the reason why they're saying that is because you got to have that allows you to put down a lower amount. And that also allows them to get your interest rate reduced. And it also helps with, you don't have to pay certain points, which is points means a fee, 1,000, for instance. So those are fees that could be eliminated the higher your credit score is. The lower your credit score is, they take advantage of you because now it's almost like you're begging to get financed, versus when you have a 750, they're trying to throw stuff at you. There's a huge difference. And the lower your credit score is, the more advantage people can take of you. That's the situation. And when you can do what you want, when you want, how you want, nobody can take anything away from you, especially if you have money rolling in and you have a credit score that nobody can take away from you. So those are the reasons why I've been talking about building your credit score on a constant basis. So therefore, that's what this discussion has been all about so far. I'm gonna be walking around in here. You might hear some background, but we're gonna continue this conversation. I made a video yesterday about this, but it got deleted, corrupted, so now I have to make another video. And I was over in Bell Harbor. And the funny thing about being over there is they have this two-tier system, because everybody over there is like part of the one percenters. So the park, which you show me, where I showed the beginning of this video, that was a park for ordinary citizens. And then I'm gonna scroll you some pictures by where there's parks where it's by the quote unquote one percenters. And you'll notice that it's maintained entirely different. It's maintained like it is a one percenter. It's upscale. They don't want ordinary citizens over there. It's under lock and key. You gotta have a pass, you gotta have a key. It's something everybody wants to aspire to, right? You wanna be in a safe neighborhood. You want your kids to grow up in great schools. You wanna be in an environment that helps you and your family succeed. So how do they stop you from doing that? By making sure that you have your credit score the lowest as possible. Credit bureaus work against you. They're not working with you. That's why you can't just call up and say, take something off. But a company can call up, send letters in and say, put this on. Why? Because they're paying them. That's why. So I'm gonna be walking around today. You get a little background here. Down here in Miami, Super Bowl parties, you know how we do this. So if I forgot anything, you can always hit me up at Eric at StopStrugglingNow.com anytime. And some of you have my phone number, so you can call me. It's not a problem. Text me is better, because I'm busy. Work hard, play hard. So with all that said, down below in the links, if you want to boost your credit score up quickly, we have that. If you want to boost your credit score up slowly, we have that. But the bottom line is maintain your credit score as high as possible. Be vigilant from the time you're 18 till the time you die, because you never know when that credit score is going to come in handy. So with that said, please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's hard out here. Harder for others, but the bottom line that all successful people have in common is we're grinding. I'm here with the raindrops coming down, and I'm still making a video because I realized I haven't produced one in a few days. If we're going to be doing this social media video thing, I have to come and bring something. So hopefully you share the videos, you tell other people about the videos, and you're trying to improve yourself every day. Whether it's credit, whether it's personal, whether it's your mind, whether it's your body, whether it's your soul. The Stop Struggling Now way. So keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.